So the March NPR, it's just a few items here, so we'll go quickly through them. The 332-7301 camshaft has actually been out for over a year now. We never did do an announcement about it, so this is the announcement on that C15 camshaft. This is for the C15 non-ACERT application, the 332-7301. It's been a very good mover. We have good inventory on those now. We spent a lot of time engineering this particular camshaft, very high quality. It's a very good moving part. For C15, this gasket is brand new. Cat just announced these gaskets. I finally did get my hands on the bulletin announcing it. And this is the latest iteration or change of this gasket. Now, there's physical changes to the gasket that I'll highlight in the next slide. But this part number, the 5719902, Cat calls it a gasket kit, okay? So that kit contains the head gasket, and it contains 5 of those little rubber seals that you see on the bottom there. I've got a better picture coming up. The current gasket is a 3590908, and currently there's edge molded seals for the oil drain backs. You can see them there above the 3590908. There's an edge molded seal that's connected to the body of the gasket with like a staple, if you will, and that has a tendency to leak. So what Cat has done is they've eliminated that edge molded seal with the new gasket, and that opening is where you put this funnel seal, is what Cat calls this. So that funnel seal fits down inside that open area of the head gasket, and what that does is it provides sealing for the oil drains in the head between the spacer plate. That helps eliminate oil pooling in the spacer plate, okay? So when we developed this gasket, at the time, this was not a full supersession from Cat. As of last month, this is an across-the-board change. So if you would order the old 3590908 gasket from Cat, they're going to sell you this kit. Cat's going to be including this new kit in all their C15 gasket sets going forward. And like I said, this update is very new. I think the formal announcement was dated in November. So we are on the cutting edge, if you will, of this particular gasket for the C15. The next part we'll talk about is a new spacer plate for 3500 series Cat engines. And it looks very much like the existing, the 360 spacer plate, with the exception of this gasket is thinner. Cat wants you to use this spacer plate with the 368-8264 MLS gasket. And there's a revised torquing procedure, and basically what they want to do is they want to put more clamp load on the head gasket, so they made the spacer plate thinner. The customers that will run into that 362-8264 head gasket are mostly customers that are doing off-highway vehicular engines. So in rock trucks and bulldozers and that kind of thing. That's where you'll run into this multi-layer steel head gasket. So those spacer plates are available now. They are in stock here in Cleveland. The next item here is Series 60. These are 14-liter injectors. You can see the part numbers there, the 41470, 3002, and 3003 are 14-liter rebuilt injectors. So you can see these look very different from the conventional DDEC 4 style injector. It's got a very small solenoid, very small connector. Next item for the DD15 application is the rocker cover isolator. There's a picture of it right there. These are very often changed. These will wear or they'll split depending on how often the rocker cover comes off. The rubber will deteriorate. looks like a typical isolator. You can see the bolt through there, and then the torque limiter, which prevents the gasket from being crushed by over tightening it, and then the rubber isolator on the top. It's similar to C15, similar to the B series. It's very popular for them to do that now because it's easier on the gasket. So those are available now from stock. And that is all I had for the NPR, unless there's any questions.